You can see here we got Bella Ray. Where are we going?
Canada.
What are we going to Canada for?
Bear hunt.
Who's bear hunting?
Me.
What are you going to get?
A bear and fish.
And do some fishing. So we are heading up. We're going to Dusty's at Bear Creek Outfitters, and we are coming up to the Mackinac Bridge here. We are on our way. Just started the trip out. We got about another 9 hours of Thunder Bay. We're going to crash there for the night, and we're going to finish the trip out in the morning and get right into bear camp. But we got Mackinac Bridge there. You can see Bella sitting next to me back there. We got all our gear in here. We are in my old F-150 that I actually gave to, I sold it to my dad, but he knew I was taking it for this trip. I didn't want to have to try and bring my big diesel up here. This little F-150 fits through that stuff real good. Because if I was going to bring my diesel truck, I'd have brought the four-wheelers on the trailer, and this was just easier. So we are now crossing over the Mackinac Bridge, as you can see, and heading up on our bear hunt. We'll keep you posted as the trip continues. All right, here we are, the Mighty Mac coming up the bridge. You can see over there, we got Mackinac Island over on that side out there. I think you got Drummond and Beaver somewhere over on those sides over there, out that way somewhere. But this is the Mighty Mackinac Bridge, and this connects lower peninsula of Michigan to the upper peninsula of Michigan. So once we get on the other side of this, we will be in the UP. Then we got about an hour drive or whatever it is, and then we get across the Sioux there, and we get into Canada, and then we're making it happen. And here we are heading across Sault Ste. Marie Bridge, heading into Canada. Got the window down. It's a beautiful 73 degrees. And this is over here. We got the Sioux Locks running down through here. Lake Superior. We are in Canada. There's Lake Superior there. We got some other cool views of it coming up here. Watch right up here. If I stay on the road, there we go. But yeah, that is Lake Superior on the north side, up on Canada side. Just so you guys know, yes, this is the stuff that I have to listen to when I'm driving with a 16-year-old girl on the way through Canada. Yep, hear that? This is what it's like for 10 straight hours. Here we go. Well, here it is. It is Monday morning. There's the famous Bella Ray, and we just got out of just left the hotel, and we got about a 3.5 hour drive up to Armstrong, where we're gonna start hunting, and we are rolling. It's gonna be raining for the next 3 days, which should be kind of interesting. We'll see, but we're gonna tough it out and make it happen, and try and kill a bear here, right? Isn't that the game plan, Belle?
Yep.
Yep. Bear killing in the rain, snow, shine, doesn't matter.
Yep.
All right, that's the game plan. So, all right, we are on our way up there to make it happen. Well, we are almost there, almost at Bear Creek Outfitters with Dusty. We've got Bella over here who's barely just woke up and staying alive and getting there. The hardest part is when you're doing this drive is that you can only go like 60 miles an hour. It's ridiculous. And it's like all of Canada is 60 miles an hour max. And actually we're speeding. I think the speed limit is 80 kilometers and we're doing 100 kilometers. So we're flying. We did already crack the windshield again right there. We had a truck come by and he kind of went off the road a little bit, threw up a big rock and put a big old crack in the windshield there, and this is not my truck anymore, so now I will have to replace that windshield when I get back. If it was mine, I would just leave it because I always have broken windshields, but being the fact that this is my dad's truck, when I get back I'll have to replace that. Pretty little lake out there. Just beautiful, like I said, area. Bella noticed that they don't even give you lines on the road anymore, so you don't even know which lane's yours anymore. We are up here in the sticks, and it's a beautiful area, and we got about 20 minutes till we get to the lodge, and then get our stuff set and get ready to do some hunting. All right, we are heading into Bella's stand. We already got the stand hung. We went back. Bella's right there, all showered, ready to roll, and practiced, made sure bow was spot on. And we are heading into our spot where we're gonna go park here, which should be right up here. We're gonna park and get set up, and then hike our way in there and get ready to do her first night on stand hunting. We gotta kind of wiggle our way through this stuff a little bit. Hopefully my dad's not watching this because this is his truck. He doesn't see what we're going through, but all right, we're gonna get parked and get set up and get ready to roll. There she is. There's Bella, all set up. She's getting her bow together. Just took off her orange vest. You got to wear orange when you're walking in, but you don't have to wear it when you're hunting. So she's there. You can see the height. Probably about, I'm guessing 12 feet, something like that. Sweet, simple. Bear bait right there. Doing a quick burn, honey burn right here. Getting ready, you just started it, you can see. Getting ready to start boiling, but to kick this place off, this place is loaded pretty good here. As I look around here, like I said, that's the bait. The crib was back there. That's where all this was at, but we moved it forward so that she would have about a 12, 13 yard shot and have good cover in that tree. So that is her setup right there. So we kind of moved it forward. That is peanut butter that I put right there. That's some peanut butter. So when bears come in, they step in that and they get that on their paws and then they track it everywhere. So if we don't kill a bear tonight, that will really help for the rest of the week to draw bears in. So that's actually peanut butter. There are good bears using this. There's crap everywhere. Look at here. You can see where the old cache was. We just moved it from, but you can see the bear crap all over in here. Bait right there, doing the burn. And there's Bella in my stand. You can see it barely right behind her. I'll be set up right behind her, right in that corner, kind of right over her shoulder. So this is our setup. I'm going to get my harness on and finish this burn and then get up there with her and we'll see how it goes. centered that perfect. That is one perfect shot, honey. Look at me. Hold your hand out as it stays shaking. Alright, we are heading out there right now. We went out last night after Bella shot that bear. We went and looked for it, but as you can tell, you can see rainy weather. It was raining right then when she shot it and rained afterwards. And we gave it a couple hours and went out there, and that rain washed away most of the blood. We were able to trail it for about probably 75, 80 yards. Just finding little spots, or not little, big, huge spots in the dry areas where rain hadn't got to. But then we lost it, so we are heading back out there right now to try and finish it up. Bella's eating her morning Lunchable right there, making it happen, and we are heading on out there to go see if we can't get that bear and get her taken care of. So we'll keep you in the loop. What do you got there, Belle?
A bear.
Where'd you get that bear?
In Canada.
All right, let's see him. Look at the size of that guy. See if you can lift that head up. That's a good bear. Yank, lift, pull hard. Pull hard, Belle. He's a pretty good bear. That's a very, very nice bear. You got to be pretty excited. We came out here. So what happened? Tell them what happened with the blood trail last night, Belle. What went on?
We lost it because the rain washed it away.
Okay, maybe a little more detail. Okay, so we came out last night. We started trailing it, and we lost blood about 70 yards into it. Which, if you look, where is it? Right through there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's some white toilet paper. You might be able to see through the trees right there. It's about 30 yards away from us. That is where we lost last blood. And we spent an hour and 45 minutes last night kind of searching in this area in the dark. But you can see the toilet paper over there. And we searched and searched and searched and couldn't find anything. No more blood with the rain. Came back this morning. We started grid searching. And Bella walked right within 5 feet of him before she even saw him. But yeah, nice bear. Nice bear. Really excited for her. Look at me, Belle. Woohoo! Happy days. First bear, beautiful bear. You guys can see in the video the shot was phenomenal. Everything was incredible. This bear in total went about, I'm going to say we're probably maybe 105 yards. And he's been dead for a while. He's stiff. She can barely even flex him or move him or, you know, even pick the head up. We're going to go back and get it gutted out right now to get it dry. And then we're going to go get this thing back to camp and get it set up and do some pictures and that kind of stuff. Bella, congratulations, sweetie. Nice job. First bear with a bow. Perfect shot. Great job. All right, so we got Bella there who just killed her bear, and we got it back, and we're gonna go skin it up and get it done pretty good. We're a cute little pink fluffy thing that my mom has on her seatbelt there for you. And this is the town of Armstrong Station here. They got a little mini mart, they got a little bit of everything here, but it is very small. Imagine how hard life would be up here in the winters. Again, we're, you know, 3.5 hours north of Thunder Bay. Very tough country up here, very cute little town. But I mean, these guys are working it here. This is their little LCBO. This is their convenience store. We're gonna pop in there and grab a couple snacks. There we go. We got Bella and Dusty skinning her bear out, getting it done, making it happen. There we go, sweetie. Perfect. So Dusty, with these baits you're doing on here, tell me a little bit about your system there that you're using as far as the benefits for these bears.
Well, I prefer to do, instead of putting out a whole bunch of bait at once, I prefer to hit the baits if I can every other day or every third day before the hunters show up. And I only use about a third of a pail, maybe, you know, 2 gallons of bait. That way that when the bear comes in, it's not leaving the bait full. It's you know, can get a meal occasionally, and the other bears, when they come in, if they don't get there early, they're not going to eat anything at all. And I like to put it down where it's on the ground, where they can get their paws and stuff in it, and as they leave, use any sort of oil-based, something that'll get on their paws, something with some oil that'll drag around, and they take the scent everywhere. I've always found that if you do it that way and just use a little bit of bait, you're much less likely to get bears that are nocturnal. They know that if they don't get there early, they're not going to get anything to eat, where if you just full feed them, they can come in at night and they always leave the bait full and they can just feed when they feel like it. So I've always preferred, you know, more of a, what they call intermittent positive reinforcement. So sometimes they show up and there's food there, sometimes there isn't, and it keeps them coming back and checking all the time.
And now that bait setup that you're using, you prefer to use kind of a concoction that you make that's actually good and healthy for the bears rather than some of the other stuff that's getting used out there.
Yeah, I don't like to use meats and junk food too much. I like to put some sweets in there because I give them a little treat, but the main base of my food is corn and oats, and then I get the used cooking oil from the restaurants whenever they change out their deep fryers, and that's what you get the grease in there. You don't want to over grease it, but just enough to give it some flavor. But if you use the corn and the oats, the meat tastes great. It's healthier for the bears. They always have great fat level on them, and you know, it's a lot closer to what their natural diet is. Where if you're using only junk food or you're using meats and stuff like that, you're interfering with what their natural food is.
Very good. You know, I know it works. The system definitely works. Like I said, I've been up here a couple times now, and both times that we've had bears in on baits. They, they'll come to your bait setup before they go to the donuts or the cookies or peanut butter, any of the stuff we put out there in addition to. They always go straight to your food before they even come to the stuff we put out there in addition to that. It's pretty impressive.
And the nice thing is because their bear's diet changes from spring to late fall. You know, their diet is dependent on what's available. And with the corn and the oats and the grease and a little bit of sweets, no matter what time of year it is, it's something that's part of their diet, and they're not going to avoid it. They're going to come in.
Yeah, well, it works. Keep doing it because proof is on the table right there. There you go. We got a pike. Got a pike.
Mine's bigger than yours.
No, it's not. You just think it is.
Oh, look, it looks exactly like the last one. Hey.
Nice. She's rocking the pike. Die hard in the rain. Look at her out there in the pouring rain. Pouring rain, and she is making it happen and catching fish after fish after fish. Don't hit me. See those shoes right there? Yep, she made me hike a half mile to the truck to go get my boots so she can try to find a way to get to that island. So she can catch where all the big fish are. Will she make it? We shall see. Will she do it? Oh, it looks like she pretty much made it there. All right, now fishing can commence. Let's see how she does. But we just saw two moose. You can see their tracks. They ran right up through here. We just watched two moose. You can see them come out. They came out right over there and walked right up through here. And we just got out. Look, put your hand there, Belle. Look at the size of that track. Look at that. That is the two front hooves, the back hoof. Look at that. The dew claws. Yeah, look at that thing. Here, you want me to take your picture by there? Put your hand by there and I'll take a picture.
No.
What are you trying to make there?
Teeth.
Trying to make teeth. Let me see how they look.
Oh.
Let me see. Not bad. Here's the amazing lodge setup right here at Bear Creek Outfitter. As you can see, fantastic lodge, multiple bathrooms, showers, great setup. Fantastic, awesome. Got TV, got everything you can look for, couches, places to chill. Like I said, lots of cook space, lots of everything in here, multiple refrigerators, perfect setup. Fish fryers, got barbecues. This is the main lodge here. These are the sleeping quarters. Each of these rooms, which are pretty good sized rooms in here. Beautiful setup he's got here. Like I said, been very happy. Second time being here, but this is like our room right here. It's where me and Bella have been. Got our stuff everywhere here. Obviously, when you're camping with a 16-year-old girl, you got everything that ends up being quite a mess. But this is what each of the rooms are like. Give you lots of room in here, your own place, you have your own quiet, your own little room, and you can even lock it and set it up. So it's kind of nice setup that they do here. Like I said, nice walkways right to the main lodge. Swing around back. Got practice area right out over there. A couple good moose antlers hanging here. But practice area there for you to use your bow. Where he keeps all the stuff at. That's a cooler right there. It's a walk-in cooler right there. Keep everything nice and you keep your bears cold. Then he's got, this is his bait shed right here where he keeps all the baits and stuff like that as he makes them. He's got them all there, all your vanilla sprays, everything you need right in there like that, sweet and easy. And then that tent right there is actually a skinning tent. And it's nice because the black flies and mosquitoes can get pretty crazy. So by having that tent structure over it, it makes it really nice. So you can bring your bear, we lay it right on that table. That's where we do the skinning at, and you're bug free while it's being done. So fantastic setup. Like I said, great little accommodations here. You can have up to 15 people. Awesome camp. Like I said, love it here. Done very well and in perfect setup, and you actually have good Wi-Fi service here, and you get cell service right here too, which you won't have cell service for 90% of the way up here, but when you get within a mile or so of this camp, you actually have cell service. So you got everything. Makes it fantastic. Great setup. Just can't rave enough about being here. Dusty's a great guy. Runs some of the best bear hunts I've ever been on, and just a fantastic setup for you. So there you go, kind of checking it out. There's Bella filleting her fish, her pike that she got. She's getting the fillets all done and ready. Nice. Look at that skin, perfect. Cleaned right out of there. Move your hand, look at that. That's how you fillet a fish. Well done, Beller.